Chapter 1. The Powder Keg of Europe. At the dawn of the 20th century, Europe was a seething cauldron of political tensions and intricate alliances. Italy, once part of the Triple Alliance alongside Austria-Hungary and Germany, had growing apprehensions about its alliance partners. As a web of entangling treaties and diplomatic disputes continued to weave a complicated network, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo in 1914 acted as the spark that ignited the powder keg of Europe, setting the stage for a global conflict. Chapter 2. Italy's Fateful Decision. Faced with the growing tensions and the expanding scope of World War I, Italy was confronted with a pivotal decision. In 1915, after considerable internal debate and external pressures from the Triple Entente, comprising France, Russia, and the United Kingdom, Italy's government decided to sever its ties with the Central Powers and instead cast its lot with the Triple Entente. This monumental shift in allegiance marked the beginning of Italy's involvement in the war. Chapter 3. The Unforgiving Alpine Front. As Italy declared war on Austria-Hungary in May 1915, the Italian-Austrian front in the Alps became a battleground of extreme geographical challenges. The rugged Dolomites and Julian Alps, with their hostile snow-covered terrain, were chosen as the theater for one of the most grueling and least publicized fronts of World War I. The Alpine front was a unique, brutal, and often overlooked aspect of the Great War. Chapter 4. Soldiers of ice and snow. Italian and Austro-Hungarian troops on the Alpine front confronted an environment that was unforgiving and relentless. They were ill-prepared for the harsh conditions: bitter cold, avalanches, and treacherous terrain. These soldiers often resorted to using improvised equipment, like ice skates for mobility, as they struggled to adapt to the severe climate and landscape that surrounded them. Chapter 5. The Peaks of Peril. The battle on the Alpine front revolved around the strategic control of high mountain peaks. In these battles of attrition, both sides experienced heavy losses. These peaks changed hands multiple times during the conflict, and the relentless fighting resulted in enormous casualties on both sides. The peaks became symbols of valor and sacrifice. Chapter 6. Innovation amidst adversity. In the face of such adversity, innovation flourished. Soldiers developed specialized techniques and equipment for mountain warfare, such as ice axes, pitons, and steel cables for climbing. Artillery units ingeniously adapted their weaponry for mountain warfare. Both sides constructed intricate tunnel systems and fortifications within the mountain rock, creating a subterranean world of war. Chapter 7. The Forgotten Front's Legacy. Despite the extraordinary hardships and sacrifices of the soldiers, the Alpine front remained in the shadow of the more widely publicized battles on the Western and Eastern fronts. The soldiers who endured the extreme conditions of this forgotten front were often left without the recognition they deserved. However, their efforts played a vital role in the outcome of World War I. Chapter 8. Conclusion of the White War. The White War came to an end with the disintegration of the Austro-Hungarian Empire in 1918. The signing of the Armistice of Villa Giusti on November 3, 1918, marked the cessation of hostilities on the Italian front. The conflict had claimed the lives of tens of thousands and left an indelible mark on the Alps, where remnants of the war can still be found today. This little-known chapter of World War I highlights the resilience, determination, and bravery of the soldiers who faced unimaginable challenges in the high peaks of the Alps.